Emotions have been running high at the Trop the past two nights. Tuesday, B.J. Upton's walk-off home run gave the Rays a reason to celebrate. Last night, tempers flared as skipper Joe Madden was ejected in the seventh, and B.J. Upton was tossed in the ninth inning of a 3-2 loss to the Jays. Today, left-hander David Price goes to the hill as the Rays look for a series win over Toronto. Catch all the action on Sun Sports. Welcome to Tropicana Field. This afternoon, the Rays and the Blue Jays wrap up their three-game series, and for the Rays, the final game of this homestand. With Brian Anderson and Todd Callis, I'm Dwayne Stats. Great to have you with us as the Rays go to work here against the Toronto Ball Club. They divided a pair of 3-2 decisions, and Adam Lynn in the middle of that lineup for the Blue Jays, red hot last night again, 4 for 4. Here's a guy who's not supposed to hit left-handed pitching, but he's hitting over 350 against lefties this year.
He's hitting everybody right now. In the midst of a 9-game hitting streak with a lot of damage, he has torn up the Rays this season. You see in 5 games, the 450 average, the home run, 6 RBIs. What about what he's done this series? He's 6 out of 7 with a walk, a home run, 3 RBIs, and with Jose Bautista being out of the lineup, I think this is public enemy number 1. This is the guy you say, we do not let Adam Lynn beat us. If you are going to pitch him, you better figure out something different because what they've been trying hasn't been working.
And as good as he has been against left-handed pitching, the Rays counter with one of the best left-handers in the game, David Price, who has never lost to this Toronto Blue Jay ball club.
Yeah, David Price, 8 career starts against the Toronto Blue Jays, a 7-0 record. You see the ERA of 2.30. He beat him back on the 23rd up at the Rogers Center. He went 8 innings strong in that game. This is a guy, too, against this team. How about with the damage he's done to him here at Tropicana Field? 5 starts at the Trop against the Blue Jays, 5-0 with an ERA of 1.01.
And the pitching matchup, David Price on the year, 6 starts with a record of 3-3, and Kyle Drabeck, a prized young right-hander, makes his 7th start. He is 2-1 with a 4.45 earned run mark for the Toronto Blue Jays. Rays need a win to close out the homestand with a series victory. It's even at a game apiece. When we come back, Todd Callis examines the Rays offense, home and away, with hitting coach Derek Shelton.
Welcome back to Tropicana Field. Happy Cinco de Mayo to you for this Thursday afternoon contest. David Price finishing up his warm-ups. And on this Cinco de Mayo, of course, Bobby Ramos has been selected to hand out the lineup cards right now for the Tampa Bay Rays at home plate. The umpires were greeted by a round of boos here at Tropicana Field after last night's episode. So the Rays will try and defeat the Toronto Blue Jays and go for their 12th consecutive series victory. And to do so, they need a little bit of offense here at home. It hasn't always been easy for the Rays scoring runs at Tropicana Field. As you can see, less than 3 runs a game at home. They have not scored more than 5 in any of the 18 games so far this year at Tropicana Field. While they haven't scored more than 5 in any home game, they've scored at an average of more than 6 a game on the road. Go figure. We asked Derek Shelton if he...
I think it's just a matter of time. I think it's one of those enigmas right now. But it doesn't concern me. We're going to hit it home. I think it's just a fact that we've gotten hot on the road, but we're going to start hitting it home.
Derek has been a much better hitting coach so far this year on the road as the Rays looking to try and figure out a way to generate some inside the dome. We're getting ready for baseball. 3 minutes and 30 seconds away from the first pitch. Dwayne Stats and Brian Anderson with all the action in high definition next on Sun Sports.
Today is brought to you by AutoWay, part of AutoNation, the largest automotive dealer in the country. So big, we can do big things. By Tires Plus, thinking tires, think Tires Plus. By AT&T. And by your greater Tampa Bay area Buick GMC dealers. Welcome to an afternoon of Rays baseball inside Tropicana Field as they take on the Toronto Blue Jays. The Rays are after their 12th consecutive series victory here at home versus the Toronto Ball Club. That dates back to the middle of the 2007 season. Right now, this current series even at a game apiece. Here is the starting lineup for John Farrell's Toronto Ball Club. Rajay Davis leads it off in right field, followed by the center fielder Corey Patterson. Yunel Escobar is the shortstop. Adam Lind, the DH, red hot. Juan Rivera is at left. J.P. Arancibia does the catching. Edwin Encarnacion is at first base today, hitting seventh. Mike McCoy plays third, and John McDonald, the second baseman, is the number 9 hitter.
Well, making the start this afternoon for the Tampa Bay Rays is left-hander David Price. It's his 7th start of the season. The record even coming off his worst start of the season. He went 4 1/3 innings against the Los Angeles Angels gave up 5 earned runs on 12 hits in that ball game, eager to get back out there, and loves facing the Blue Jays. Career record of 7-0 with an ERA 2.3. Let's take a look at the Rays defense. Left to right in the outfield, Sam Fuld, B.J. Upton, and Matt Joyce. Across the infield, third to first, Evan Longoria, Sean Rodriguez, Ben Zobrist, Casey Kochman. John Jaso gets the catching duties. Today's Rays defense is brought to you by Sweet Bay Supermarket, home of the Sweet Spot.
And there's Joe Madden, ejected last night. And John Farrell, the skipper of the Toronto Blue Jays, here as well. He was ejected last night. The umpiring crew, led by Joe West, the crew chief, will be calling the balls and strikes. They did receive a round of boos when they were introduced, but they will not be served beyond the 7th inning today. There's that play at first base. Full clearly safe. And after the conference and what Joe West said in the papers today, it was a miscommunication. Well, gee, thanks. It really cost the Rays a big opportunity in that game. And, Madden was calling for replay. I'm not sure that's the answer. Just pay attention. How about that? Here's the first pitch. Bunted through, and that's a strike. Rajay Davis.
Yeah, that was a strange play all around. But hey, new day. Fans, they didn't let him off the hook coming in.
No, that's good.
Put him in the right frame of mind for today's ball game.
Yeah, you never know where that's going to lead.
Yeah, that whole approach, be ready to hit.
Yeah.
You better.
2 strikes the count to Davis, and that pitch misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Boy, good fastball here, trying to close out Davis.
Well, here we go. Last night? Isn't this a new day? Swing and a miss. He's out of there. Strikeout of Rajay Davis to start this one.
Yeah, the 2 swings that Rajay Davis took off David Price were not anywhere near. Watch this swing on a fastball down and away. That's all he's throwing him is away. You see that reach. Really reaching, feeling for the ball out there. David Price, take a mental note of that.
One away, and here's Corey Patterson. The foul ball right back and into and out of the radio booth. Check to see if those guys are all right. I heard a thud. I'm not sure if one of them hit the floor or if the ball hit their head.
Well, there they are.
Oh, yeah, now they're blaming each other, see? Dissension in the booth already.
Well, the good thing is no one can see him.
You can see Andy Freed was disappointed in his partner, Dave Wills. He thought he should have made that play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch wide. 2-2. That's not like Andy to, he's like the pitcher on the mound who's getting on his defense after they don't make a play. And I mean, he was all over Dave. When the game starts, Andy's a nice guy, but when the game starts, he's all business.
Feisty.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah.
It's a different guy.
Feisty.
Kind of a Jekyll Hyde thing. 2-2 the count. Popped up. Back a third. Longoria going to run out of room there, about 3 or 4 rows deep. Rays start the day 16-14. Toronto 14-16. Rays 2 games back in the East, running second behind New York. Swing and a miss. That ball thrown right by Patterson. 2 up and 2 down via the strikeout.
Tough to catch this pitch here. A fastball close to you, up above the hands. You see Patterson, all he could do to try to get to it. And this is just flat out getting beat with a fastball.
Yunel Escobar takes a pitch up. Ball, no strikes. There's a strike on the corner.
Well, we've seen so far what we expect out of David Price after his last outing where he struggled mightily. You want to get right back out there, and you expect him to be in attack mode all day long. You kind of take the approach like, okay, I had one of those days. It was an off day. I got beat. But guess what? Whoever's coming up next is going to pay. And that's the way that he's pitching right now, really going right after these Blue Jay hitters.
Yeah, he did not get out of the 5th inning against the Angels. So he's motivated more than usual, and he's a pretty motivated guy. He really is. You know, we talked about paying attention earlier. He is a guy who does that and is motivated. He's got a little extra going today.
Yeah.
Foul back. Escobar trying to turn up the speed there as Price already turned the speed up.
Well, if they're going to continue to chase that fastball up around the letters, it's going to be a long day for the Blue Jays. Tough to catch up to that pitch when it's got that kind of heat on it.
That one at 97. So he's good and loose here, working to the 3rd hitter of the game. Strike 3 call. Fastball. So Price strikes out the side. You got Rajay Davis reaching on an awkward swing away. Patterson out swinging. Escobar caught looking. Rays coming in to hit. Every one of them.
Well, let's ask their parents.
Here's the starting lineup put together by Joe Madden. Sam Fold, Ben Zobrist, Johnny Damon, the DH. Evan Longoria hits cleanup in front of Matt Joyce. Then B.J. Upton, Casey Kotzman, Sean Rodriguez at short, making his first start of the year there. And John Jaso hits ninth. He'll do the catching.
Well, the Rays will get their first look at right-hander Kyle Drabek. Rookie, 6 starts on the season, 2-1 record, ERA around 4.5. Blue Jays 5-1 in his 6 starts.
And the first pitch to Fold is in there for a strike. There's Drabek, a central part of the Roy Halladay deal. Blue Jays getting him from the Phillies organization. Which is fouled back. So it's a 2-strike count. And there you go, Drabek, first round pick in 06 by the Phillies. Eastern League Pitcher of the Year last year at the AA level, threw a no-hitter there. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
He was drafted out of the Woodlands High School in Woodlands, Texas. Another big, strong Texan. You can see the velocity here early in the game, mid-90s.
His father, Doug Draybeck, the former big leaguer, and an outstanding pitcher in his own right. So Kyle Draybeck, 23 years old. His rookie season, Fold hits a high fly ball back into center. Patterson is there and makes the catch.
Let's take a look at the Blue Jay defense this afternoon. Left to right in the outfield, Juan Rivera, Corey Patterson, and Rajai Davis. Across the infield, third to first, Mike McCoy, Yunel Escobar, John McDonald, and Edwin Encarnacion. J.P. Arancibia behind the plate. Today's Jays defense is brought to you by Sweet Bay Supermarket, home of the sweet spot.
And here is Ben Zobrist. Zobrist at 259. Pitch is down. 1 ball, no strikes. It's in there at the knees. 1-1. Zobrist starts the day tied with Adam Lind in the RBI department in the American League with 25. And there's a base hit, struck right back through into center field. So Ben Zobrist is aboard his first time up. Ben came in with a 10-game hitting streak.
Now Ben does a nice job of throwing the knob right there. Leading with the knob, getting the head through the zone. That ball was riding in on him. That's the only way that you're going to be able to make solid contact.
Johnny Damon. Pitch is outside. 1-0. One on, one out. Two balls, no strikes. And Draybeck, as you mentioned, out of Woodlands High School in Texas, he had Tommy John surgery in the middle of the 07 season. And he said that was a wake-up call for him. Over to first, and Zobrist is back in. Draybeck, a great ability, and as we mentioned, a first-round pick, but scouts were a little concerned with his immaturity. And Draybeck thinks that the Tommy John surgery and going through that and coming back helped him be a little more grounded than he was before.
Well, your career is brought into perspective. Like, this isn't forever. This is not something that is guaranteed. You can have all the ability in the world, but you go through the Tommy John surgery.
Damon lifts it toward right center field, and there to make the catch is Patterson. 2 gone, Zobrist back to first.
You see your professional mortality pass before your eyes like that and have to go through that grueling rehab. And trust me, it is grueling.
Yeah, and you speak from first-hand experience.
Yeah, I went through it a couple of times. Of course, never came out the other end fully healthy. Nice to see it works out for most pitchers. But yeah, that's something that will snap things into perspective really quick. And you realize, look, I've been given a gift here, and I've got an opportunity to be a major league pitcher with good stuff, really good stuff.
Here's Evan Longoria facing him. And the strike call. And, you know, that's the challenge that an offense faces. You're seeing a guy with good stuff for the first time.
Yeah.
You have all the scouting reports, and you may have even seen the video. But there's nothing quite like stepping in there to see it yourself firsthand.
No, and that's why, you hear all the time a pitcher comes up and, he goes out and throws a couple really good games, and he's, announced as the next, rookie of the year and Cy Young and everything else because he has so much success. Well, when hitters haven't faced a guy, they tend to be cautious because they don't know, okay, what does the guy feature? What are his pitches? Where's his release point, arm slot? What kind of movement does he have? They're all gathering that information typically first and second at bat, depending on how many pitches they see. So if you're able to make quality pitches early in the count with the fastball, and maybe drop in a breaking ball first pitch, as a pitcher, you're going to be ahead of most hitters, and they're going to be in the hole waiting to see what you're going to do. You put them on the defensive. And so you do definitely have the early upper hand if you're able to command your pitches for strikes. Now, if you're falling behind and you're predictable, then these guys will tee off on you. But they're going to tend to wait, see what he has, see how the ball moves, and what kind of adjustments he'll make during the course of the game.
And there's strike 3 call to retire the side. Rays get a base hit. Leave a man, no score through 1. This great pitching matchup, Price and Drayback, in the game today and all season long. Tires Plus donates $100 to the Pediatric Cancer Foundation for every Rays home run televised on Sun Sports and Fox Sports Florida. Jay Upton winning the game here Tuesday night with a 2-run home run. Give the Rays their 3-2 win. And here's Adam Lynn, red hot. The first pitch is a strike. Price struck out the side in the first and now faces Lynn. Here's a guy who had trouble buying a hit off a left-hander last year. But it's a different story this year. High pop foul third base side, and Longoria runs out of room this time as well. 2 strikes. Lynn is hitting the ball into left center a little more than he did last year. When he first came up, he hit the ball with some power the other way a little bit. And with the Blue Jays hitting all those home runs, there's a little looper into left, and Field is there to make the catch. That's the first out in the second inning, with the Blue Jays concentrating on being ready to hit, being aggressive up and down their lineup last year. There's some thought that Lynn may have gotten into that pull mode.
Oh, yeah.
He pulled off a lot of pitches, especially against left-handers, and now he's staying in with that front side against left-handers more, and it certainly has paid off, it would appear.
Yeah, well, the way that they swung the bats last year, so aggressive and aggressive early in the count. Well, most guys that can drive the ball and hit for power look to pull, early in the count. They'll hit the ball away, as the count moves forward, but there's no question that he got pull conscious last year, and something you look at in the offseason, figure out how to make the adjustment, work on it during spring training, and he's come out here in the regular season and put that into practice. And when you get a guy with his kind of power, that will shoot the ball from the left center field gap all the way over to right field and be able to put juice on it, that makes him very, very dangerous.
Yeah, you see, he's still 17 hits to right, but using center field and left field a little more. Not a complete pull hitter. For example, we talked about from the right side, Batista, all those home runs last year, and over 50 of them were to left and left center. He pulled everything. And so Lynn using a little bit more of the field this year, the way he did a couple seasons ago.
And if he's going to hit left-handed pitching, he's going to have to use left field, because most left-handed pitchers are going to attack him fastball down and away, and then the breaking pitch to try to get him to chase it.
Little number back to the hill. Price with the flip to first, and Rivera is out number 2. 2 up and 2 down. So the base is empty. It's J.P. Arencibia, the catcher.
You know, if a hitter, like, well, for example, we've been talking about him, Adam Lind, it shows a willingness to go the other way and hit those pitches that you're going away to him on and shoot him out into left field. All of a sudden you say, well, I just can't live out there on the outer half because he's going to take me that way for hits. So now you got to mix in some fastballs in. Well, you start to do that and you miss with 1 or 2 of those fastballs. Now you play right back into his true strength, and he'll get his opportunities to turn on some balls against lefties and hit him out of the yard. But that starts with, hey, if lefties know, pitch him away, he's going to try to pull it, hit your ground ball to second base. That'd be a long season for you.
2 strikes the count there, and Sebia. Fastball fouled back and to the right. Still 2 strikes. Top of the second inning. 2-strike pitch again. Down. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, a foul ball. Out of play. Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. Lynn hit 117 last year against left-handed pitching. Coming into this game, this year he's hitting 355.
And that's all change of approach.
Yep.
I mean, 117, that tells me if pitchers made their pitches down and away to him, whether it be breaking ball or fastball, he was trying to pull it, ground balls, weak pop-ups.
That pitch is in there. Strike 3 call. Arencibia took the fastball. Strikeout number 4 for Price. 1, 2, 3. Go the Blue Jays. No score. Bottom of the second coming. Only at the ballpark. You can get the best seats, biggest savings, and all the fantastic benefits by becoming a Rays season ticket holder. Call 888-FAN-RAYS or visit RaysBaseball.com. Matt Joyce will open the bottom half of the second. Draybeck throws him a fastball. Strike one. One and one. Draybeck's father, Doug Draybeck, won 155 games in his career in the big leagues. Ball, 2 strikes.
Well, there's a good changeup there by Draybeck. Good arm speed. Pitch that he mostly uses to left-handed hitters, very few to the righties.
Right back to Joyce, and he gets him with another changeup.
You see that changeup was even a little bit further off the plate. You know, he saw the swing that Joyce took the previous change, says, hey, I'll throw it again, and this time I'll take it a little further, see how far you're willing to go. And he got him. You see him walk him right off the plate. Pick up the strikeout. That's good pitching.
There's B.J. Upton. Takes the fastball away. And he fouls that fastball. Mid-90s. BJ better against righties than lefties so far. Out of the way, fighting out of the strike zone. 2-1 last night. BJ ejected in the 9th inning after he was called out on strikes on a pitch hit off the plate. And another pitch hit off the plate. This time it's a ball.
And he got his money's worth.
Yes, he did. Well, that at bat was not one that they would use in any umpiring clinic. Fly ball back into center field. Patterson makes the catch, reaching up as he hit the track. A long run by Patterson. That's out number 2.
Well, now BJ knows what it's like to hit a ball to himself.
Yes, he does.
This ball gets smoked out here. Patterson covered a lot of ground in the reach at the end.
That big outfielder's glove comes in handy. Here's Casey Kochman. And that's a strike. And another strike. 0-2. Draybeck's father, Doug, a Cy Young Award in 1990 for the Pirates. He was 22-6. So that one foul. And Doug Draybeck wound up spending 4 years pitching for the Astros. And a foul ball. Kochman just enough of it to stay alive as it hit the dirt. And when Doug Draybeck pitched for the Astros, Kyle was old enough so that he could spend some time around the ballpark. The likes of Craig Biggio on that club. So Biggio used to drop him into the big garbage can in the clubhouse. A ball, 2 strikes to count to Kochman. And he's out, reaching out on strikes. 1, 2, 3 go the Rays. No score through 2.
was the first day pitchers took batting practice. David Price was the starter, so he couldn't hit. And that's disappointing because as you watch Price with his home run description, he loves to take BP. Our Geico quote of the game.
I didn't know if it was a home run first. I thought I got it, but then I saw that one out. I had a little bat flip, and then I just cartwheeled in the first, cartwheeled in the second, jumped on the third with a little slide, and then did my FIFA celebration in the home.
David Price with his Geico quote of the game. He also said even though Garza's now in the National League, he thinks he will have more hits than his buddy Matt during the course of the year. So he's kind of laid down the gauntlet there too, guys. He can't wait for that interleague to start. Back to you.
And it'll be here before we know it. Those pitchers already taking batting practice. Edwin Encarnacion takes the pitch high, 1 ball and no strikes. This one is popped up. And it's Zobrist to make the catch. Yeah, we'll be seeing the likes of Emilio Bonifacio and the Florida Marlins and the Houston Astros this year, with Michael Bourne leading their charge. Bud Norris,
my man.
Rotation, yeah, one of your favorite starting players.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mike McCoy up here now. We'll see the Cardinals.
Reds.
Yeah, the Cincinnati Reds. One strike the count. Yeah, Albert Pujols and the Cardinals will come here. We're going to play the Milwaukee Brewers up there. We get a chance to go to Milwaukee and enjoy that fine city. 1-1, and we're looking forward to the sausage race when we go to Milwaukee. And we're going to have some inside information. That's a base hit, dropped into left. Rumor has it that we're going to have a member of our crew participating in one of the sausage races in Milwaukee. So when we're in Milwaukee, we've got all kinds of hijinks. So circle out on your calendar for viewing.
As if we need more.
We got one of our crew in the sausage race, and there's going to be a fine young man who we see on the show we like to call Rays Live the pregame. Todd Callis. We think we're going to get him to go down the slide in center field. 1 strike the count to John McDonald. You see Todd right there at his position, guarding the paper. Please do not remove this paper. Under the watchful eye of Todd Callis. He did such a great job of that the other night, they've got him back there today. See, there's a guy who pays attention.
He does pay attention. Yeah. He's beloved all around.
He is.
I would imagine, too, after the slide, he gets down to the bottom and they spray him with confetti.
Without question. Without question. That's Bernie Brewer territory. There could be some foam. Some suds he could be sprayed with. 1-1 the count. You have to actually get special permission. Players used to slip out there. There's a ball caught by Kochman. Boy, he wasn't quite sure where the stands started and stopped out there. But he made the catch, and McDonald is out number 2.
Hey, watch the shimmy and the shake in Foxmo here. Kochman. While his eyes may never have wavered from the ball, the body certainly did.
And that fan in the front row made a decision. He had his refreshment or a potential souvenir. It's just a value judgment. Not a drop was spilled. 1-0 the count to Rajay Davis.
Not on Cinco de Mayo.
No. By the way, happy Cinco de Mayo to you.
Hey, thank you.
No problem.
I feel very festive.
There goes the runner. The pitch is a ball, and the throw kicks away out toward the shortstop spot, and McCoy has a stolen base. It's his second of the year.
Pretty good pitch there for Jaso to handle. Good throw right on the bag, but the slide of McCoy and Ben Zobrist and the ball all reached there at once, and the ball actually off of McCoy's left leg.
So the Blue Jays, with 2 outs, have a man at second. 2 balls, no strikes, the count to Rajai Davis. It's upstairs. 3-0. There's a strike. David Price, first time through the order, picking up 4 strikeouts and allowing the base hit to McCoy. Turn, no throw as Zobrist broke to cover the bag at second. And that's a strike. Davis ready to take a walk, and Joe West says nope, that caught the zone.
That's a good fastball here by Price, right down. It's on the outer third.
Yep, good pitch. Hunter takes off, a swing and a miss. Fastball. Davis reaching for that pitch, strikes out. Bottom of the third coming, no score.
Remains scoreless as we head into the home half of the third inning. For all the latest news, in-depth investigative reporting, and sports coverage, sign up for the St. Petersburg Times. For home delivery, just call 877-THE-TIMES.
Here's Sean Rodriguez to open the bottom of the third. He's starting at shortstop today for the Rays against Kyle Drabek. First pitch. Fastball in for a strike. Sean made 1 start last year at shortstop. 0-2. Spent most of his time last year when he started at second base. But he did start 1 game at short. couple at first and a few more over at third. Also played center field and right field. It starts in all of those spots. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Beck missed outside. 2-2. Well, we've seen that fastball in the mid-90s from Draybeck. We've seen a hard changeup at 87. There's a roller back to third and fair up the left field line. Rodriguez around first on his way to second. Rivera just now picking up the ball and a big turn and a stop by Rodriguez as he heads back into second with a double.
Now this is a pitch that's given Sean Rodriguez trouble here in the early going. That ball stays out over the plate just enough. He gets it by the diving McCoy, keeps it fair down the line. This is our checkers double of the game. Get that leadoff man out in scoring position here, bottom of the lineup.
Well, the more hits he can collect against right-handers, the better that is for his confidence that he can hit right-handed pitching.
Especially being down 2 strikes and seeing that slider, a pitch, like I said, that's given him trouble. He stayed on it. He hit it hard. He got it down into the corner for a double. That will do a lot for his mental approach against those righties.
Here's John Jaso. Rays get a leadoff double. So here's a great opportunity they like to cash in on. Up the right side by Jaso. That's going to be fair and back into the corner. Rodriguez scores. Jaso digs for 2. He has a stand-up double, and the Rays have a 1-0 lead. Back-to-back 2-base hits by Rodriguez and Jaso. 1-0 Tampa Bay.
Well, you got to love that out of the 8 and 9 spots in the lineup. Rodriguez gets out there in scoring position. John Jaso wastes no time. Mislocation, wants the ball away, that ball comes back in. Jaso's already looking for something close to him early in the count to drive the other way, and at the very minimum move Sean Rodriguez over. That right there was a gift wrap pitch.
Now the top of the order, Sam Fold, and he bunts foul. To put it down the third base side. Trying to get the runner to third, and if things worked out, he might get a base hit. But the big thing is trying to move that guy over. Sam lifted a fly ball to center in the first inning, getting 268 right now. That pitch blocked by Aaron Sebia. 1 ball, 1 strike. He's had a base hit in the first and back-to-back 2-base hits in the third. They have the first run of the game. Fly ball lifted the other way into left. Rivera's going to have to go back. Jaso back the tag. He's going to move to third, and Rivera's throw is not in time. Well, Jaso saw that Rivera was going to have to go back after that, so he went back to tag and advanced.
Well, the fact that Rivera, too, being a right-hander out there in left field and going back, he's going to have to catch and then make a full turn all the way to make the throw. John Jaso takes advantage. You know, you talk about Jaso, not the fastest guy in the world, but being a very good base runner. Watch, Rivera's now got to spin all the way around before he can release that throw, and Jaso just gets in time. Smart base running.
Now the infield comes in. Ben Zobrist hits against Draybeck. First pitch is a changeup away. The Rays now with a chance to tack on another run. Ben singled his first time up there. Zobrist with an 11-game hitting streak now. Into the dirt, blocked by Aaron Sebia. 2-0. RBI leaders. Ben Zobrist and Adam Lynn each with 25. Beltran Canerco 25 as well. And Ben took a close look at that one. That's a strike. Two balls and a strike to count. Boy, that's really not a strike.
Well, we've seen that pitch routinely called here the first couple innings.
That one farther outside. 3-1. And ball 4. Zobrist draws a walk. That's going to get Johnny Damon to the plate. Damon, the DH, hitting third. Lifted a fly ball to center his first time. Johnny was red hot, as you know, with that hitting streak he put together. A 16-game streak, but since then he's 3 for 21. Swings through it, fastball, strike 1. Two hits, a walk, and a run scored. First and third, 1 out. Down and in. 1-1. Johnny Damon with 2,598 hits. So right now, 77th, chasing Steve Garvey.
Chasing the rabbit up at 74.
And Tim Raines does a little roller. Going to be a tough play. McCoy can't make it. The run scores. That's a base hit. And a run batted in. And the Rays lead 2-0. Jaso scores from third. That's why that move up from second to third on the fly ball was so important. Zobrist safely in at second, and Damon picks up his 21st run batted in. And he's now tied with Steve Garvey on the all-time hit list, 75th on that list. A 2-run third is Evan Longoria. Called out on strikes his first time. Pitch is low and away. Draybeck got ahead 1-2 against Longoria in the first and threw him a very good slider that Evan took for strike 3. High. 2-0. There's a shot down the left field line. That's foul. Short hops that low wall. But in foul territory, boy, he hit a screamer that time.
Yeah, he was ready to pull the trigger. 2-0. Got a runner out in scoring position. Evan Longoria wants to drive him in. Fastball in. You see how quick that bat got around. I mean, he got the head out quick, a little too quick.
And for a pitcher, that's a dangerous spot if it leaks back over the plate.
Yeah, and a 2-0 pitch.
Yep.
You obviously don't want to allow Evan Longoria to get his arms extended. A lot of power there, but 2-0 fastball in, you're rolling the dice.
You Takes a shot outside and missed for the fastball. 3-1. Rays trying to build on this 2-0 lead. Zobrist at second, Damon at first. And he walks. That loads the bases.
No, that's something that Drabek will do. He came into this ball game with 21 walks and 32 in the third innings. That's almost 6 per 9 innings pitched. So he will give you the free pass. That's got him into some trouble here in the third.
Well, the bases are loaded. Blue Jays talk it over on the hill. A reminder, you can own a piece of history with your very own game-used jersey from opening day. Visit racebaseball.com/auctions to bid on all the jerseys from opening day. Well, Matt Joyce will be the hitter with the bases loaded. 1 out, 2 runs in. Joyce 8 of 15 this year with men in scoring position. And he takes a strike. Fastball. And again, a pitch off the plate, but that's been a strike. Too low.
Sometimes.
Yeah. 1-1. Fly ball lifted toward left center field. Rivera back to make the catch. Tag at third. Zobrist heads to the plate. The Rays have their third run of the inning on a sacrifice fly by Joyce. RBI number 12 for Matt Joyce. The other runners holding at first and second.
Now continue to pile the runs, extend the lead. That's going to get Carlos Villanueva up in the Toronto bullpen.
A 3-run inning. Two outs, and let's see what B.J. Upton can do here with a couple of men on base. He's the 8th man to come to the plate in this inning. And he takes a pitch for a ball. Again, the pitch is down. Drabek coming off a loss his last time out against New York. Gave up 5 earned runs on 7 hits and 2 1/3. There's 2 outs into the third inning in this game. BJ fouls it, a fastball. 2-1. Two-one pitch upstairs. 3 balls and a strike.
Well, Drabek's starting to come apart here a little bit mechanically. Overextending on some fastballs, and that one tried to jump on and didn't finish. Ends up shooting up in the zone.
And a ground ball headed to Escobar. And the flip down to second base for the force retires the side. But the Rays scored 3. Rodriguez opened with a double, scored. Jaso doubled and scored. Zobrist walked and scored. 2-3, 3-0 Tampa Bay. It's a 3-0 contest. Time for the trivia question today, presented by AT&T. Which starting pitcher has the longest active unbeaten streak versus a single opponent with a minimum of 7 starts? That's our AT&T trivia question. Rays with a 3-run lead. Corey Patterson opens the 4th, and the pitch is a strike at the knees. That was a 30-pitch inning for Drabek in the 3rd. So he's up to 60 pitches through 3. And David Price through 3 had made 46. Missed with that pitch, and the count is 1-1. A ball, 2 strikes. Price opened the game by striking out Davis, Patterson, and Escobar. Got another strike in the 2nd. Pop foul back a 3rd. Longoria after that one, and again it's out of play.
Wearing it out over there with the souvenirs.
Yeah, well, Evans getting a little extra running in from his position at 3rd to the stands, where they jut out beyond the 3rd base dugout.
Making fast friends over there.
It's low. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He throws that one by him at 96 miles per hour.
Now, he beat him the first at bat with a fastball up that was close to him. This one he rides up and away.
Yeah, that one clocked at 96. First time it was 95. So good luck.
Yeah, especially if you're going to keep swinging at it. That is a tough pitch to get on top of, no matter what the velocity is. But you start getting into that mid to upper 90s and forget about it.
Escobar takes the first pitch outside. Rays will be hitting the road after wrapping this game up. 2 balls, no strikes. You know, they've been a good road team the last couple of years, and this year, same thing so far. They're 8-4 on the road and 8-10 at home. That's a strike, 2-1. And the Rays have been a much better offensive team on the road than they've been at home. I mean, by a consistent margin. 2-2. Now we'll see how that works out over a period of more games, but they've been averaging over 6 runs a game on the road.
Yeah, and under 3 at home.
2-2. Oh, that's a strike call. Escobar caught looking. 2 up, 2 down.
I think this game is stuck on repeat, these last 2 hitters. Beat him with fastball up in the zone. This was the same at bat. Escobar fouling off a couple of fastballs, and then David Price closing him out with 1 in. Freeze job.
Seven strikeouts for the Rays lefty. There's Adam Lind. And that pitch is a called strike. A fastball. One hopper down to first. Kochman makes the play unassisted. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 3-0 Rays. to our trivia question brought to you by AT&T. Which starting pitcher has the longest active unbeaten streak versus a single opponent in a minimum of 7 starts? That's John Lester, who is 14-0 against Baltimore. Here's the rest of that list. Very low against the Pirates, and David Price here against the Blue Jays, 7-0, but 14-0.
14. That is something. 14-0 with an ERA of like 2.3.
1-0 the count to Casey Kochman. 2 balls, no strikes.
Wonder what the line in Vegas is on that matchup. Decidedly in the Lester camp. Wow.
3 straight pitches out of the strike zone to Casey Kochman. Casey takes ball 4, courteously waiting Joe West to let him know it was a ball. 3rd walk given up by Drabek.
Yeah, that was a close pitch there by Drabek, but you'll see it a lot. If a guy doesn't have good command of the strike zone, is kind of all over the place, they're not going to get the borderline call. That's just the way it goes. It's been like that for a long time.
Now Sean Rodriguez. And the strike. Breaking ball, that curveball. Foul ball right back. 2 strikes. You can't wait until Johnny Damon catches the rabbit, can you?
No, I can't. I can't wait to see when he played. I got a pretty good guess.
Yeah, well, he's a shortstop for the Braves, Boston Braves.
So well read, Dwayne.
This one is high. Some people question whether he should be in the Hall of Fame or not, but he is right there. With a name like Rabbit, I mean, once you're in, you don't leave.
No, no.
If you do anything, you multiply.
Hand over fist.
Yep. Little tap, 3rd base side. That's going to be a foul ball. Kochman at first, nobody out. 1 and 2. Well, you found someone in your family tree that played in the early 1900s, right?
Yeah. Yeah, gentleman.
What was his name?
His name was first name Goat. The animal. Goat Anderson.
Pitch outside. 2-2.
I was looking up. I wanted
you
to see.
wouldn't mind if we referenced you that way occasionally, huh?
I was referenced that way a lot.
Goat Anderson.
Yeah, fans, family alike.
See, those names survived the turn of the century. They weren't just late 1800s. There were a few of them in the early 1900s.
Yeah. He was 1907.
Yeah, there you are. See? Two. Swung on and a shot lifted deep into left center field. Patterson, though, has time to get over there and make the catch. Ball hung up for him, and Rodriguez is the first out here in the Rays' half of the 4th inning. It's going to get John Jaso up there. Goat Anderson.
Goat Anderson.
That has a ring to it. We'll have to learn more about
the kind of ring that where you have 2 hands on the side of your head and you're grimacing.
Jaso takes the pitch down. 1 ball, no strikes. Yeah, we're going to have to make a list of all of your favorite names of players from the 1800s and say the first 2 or 3 decades of the 20th century. Runner goes, pitch hit on the ground. McDonald is right there. So Kochman moves into second. Chaso retired McDonald to Encarnacion. Now Sam Fuld on his way to the plate. Sam pops it up left side toward the stands. McCoy over there for it, reaching into the stands, and he made the catch. What a grab by McCoy. He went right to the stands, stretching out, made the backhanded catch to retire Fuld and the Rays in the fourth. So they leave a man in scoring position through four, 3-0 Rays. Play on that foul ball hit by Sam Fuld. Our Home Depot doing more on defense. McCoy goes up there and BA. Those two fans just have to be more aggressive in the stands.
Yeah, I mean, once Mike McCoy crosses that line and goes into the stands, that is fair game. And you can see the Rays fans a little off on the judgment.
Got a little crowded there. But hey, you're right. It's fair game in foul territory in the stands.
And they may have gotten an early start on Cinco de Mayo where they put those gloves. Just a touch off.
Here's Rivera. The pitch is down and in. Yeah, you don't want to reach over the stands because then it's interference. But, you know, you've got as much right as a fan to that foul ball in the stands as the defender. And McCoy made a very nice play. There he is. Close, but no cigar. Hot shot, fair ball up the left field line. Fuld will play the carom, and a good throw could be interesting. He is out at second base. Rivera tried to get into second, and Fuld does such a nice job of playing that carom and getting rid of his throws quickly. He made it a play, and Zobrist stayed right with it to put the tag on Rivera.
Yeah, this ball gets hammered down into the corner. Watch how quickly Sam Fuld. Quick turn, accurate throw. He keeps it low. Ben Zobrist with a nice job. Misses the tag initially. But Juan Rivera's left hand is going to come off the bag. At least that was the call. The tag here, he does not get him. But watch, as the hand goes to the back of the bag. Oops, ran out of fingers.
Yep. Zobrist stayed right with it. Paul Schreiber called him out. Aaron Sebia fouls it right back into the screen. J.P. Aaron Sebia, the catcher, now the hitter. So a little teamwork there by Fold and Zobrist. Oh, 2. Well, those are the kinds of plays that mean so much to the Rays, because we've seen that they're going to have to scratch and claw for runs. But if they can keep a guy out of scoring position to begin an inning, that's a big, big play right there. And those are the things that the Rays know they have to do to be competitive.
Now, that's exactly how the Blue Jays, or how the Rays started their beginning against the Jays. Lead off double. Got things going. They were able to plate 3 runs, and that's the little things, the pitching and the defense. That's how this team was built. They continue to shine in those areas. That's how they win ball games.
Tap down to third. Longoria takes care of that. 2 gone here. Let's check in with Todd Callis.
I'm in between a couple that's been married 60 years today, right?
Right.
Jim and Martha Carson. Congratulations, first of all, Jim.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
What's the key?
Well, happiness and love.
Oh, I like that. Martha, you're normally watching us on TV, right?
Right. Never miss a game.
And you got a chance to come out here live. What do you think? A huge day for
I
you?
love it.
Yeah?
I would come every game if I could.
Oh, well, that's awesome. You guys live in Tarpon Springs. Biggest Rays fans you'll ever want to meet, guys. 60 years together. Jim, Martha Carson, their daughter, their son-in-law. Congratulations. Guys, back to you.
All right, well, bless their hearts, and truly congratulations. 2 strikes to count to Encarnacion. And little did they know that after 60 years, Todd Callis could come between them.
He's been known.
Oh, a pitch just missed inside. It's 1-2. Boy, you know, they're thrilled by that. Because we saw a little preview of Todd going into that section. Big fans.
Got swallowed up.
Swing and a miss. A foul tip strikeout. Encarnacion out of there. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Zobrist will lead it off. 3-0 Rays. Side in the first inning. Through 5, he's made 71 pitches with 8 strikeouts. The Rays scored 3 in the 3rd. Double by Sean Rodriguez started it. He scored on the 2-base hit by John Jaso. Fly ball and a walk later. Johnny Damon got a base hit, driving in a run. A walk and then a sacrifice fly off the bat of Matt Joyce scored the other run. Ben Zobrist leads off the home half of the 5th and takes a fastball outside. Ben has singled and walked in this game. Pitch is down. Zobrist, Damon, and then Longoria. Two and one. Detroit batting in the bottom of the 4th inning, trailing New York 2-1. And the Angels have a 3-0 lead on Boston in the bottom of the 3rd. Pinheiro and Lackey, the pitching matchup in that game. There's a strike to Zobrist. 3-2. Rays started the day 2 games back of New York in the American League East. High fly ball back into right. Just short of the track. Davis is there to make the catch. You know the fun thing, BA, about this club, the Rays, that is, you know they have good defense and the pitching's been good. But you look at the lineup, and when visiting teams come in here, we get a chance to, talk with some of the other managers, coaches, and even players, and broadcasters, and people who follow those clubs. And they look at the Rays club, and they look at their lineup, and they go, how is this team 2 games behind in second place in the East? And it really is, I think, very interesting, because there's no 2 lineups are the same. Joe Madden has taken this group of hitters and he has engineered a lineup on a daily basis that gives them the best opportunity to succeed. There's a little looper into left field, and that's a base hit for Johnny Damon. He'll make the turn and head for 2 and is in there standing up. How about that? Johnny Damon continues to hustle and has himself a 2-base hit.
It all starts getting out of the box. He flips that ball out into left center field. There's a lot of room out there. All down and away. Right there, he made his mind up. He's going for it. He sees where the outfielders are. Makes it easily. Great hustle.
And because of the way they play and the matchups that Madden finds and the way they play, it really is an entertaining team. Here's a big cut by Longoria, and he fouls it. Strike 1. And it's a throwback to sort of a National League style of baseball as you look at the standings in the East. And almost a throwback to when the home run really became prolific in baseball with the emergence of Babe Ruth. Ty Cobb had been such a dominant player. And there was some really animosity. Ground ball deep 3rd. McCoy with the pickup and the throw. A little high, but down on the bag, Encarnacion. There was a little animosity there about who was the best baseball player. Was it Ruth or was it Cobb? What was the better way to play the game? Because the home run emerged, and so people started to concentrate on that. And now we've had a little bit of a reversal here since the steroid days. Runs this year are at a low, almost a 20-year low from an offensive point of view. I think, and this is the lowest run production so far in 19 years. And if you can do the little things the way the Rays have done so far, you have a chance to succeed. And here they are. We don't know what the rest of the season is going to hold, but they've certainly done more than hold their own after that slow start. Joyce swings through it. 1-1. You take that extra base, you prevent the opposition from taking an extra base, you throw a guy out the way we saw the Rays do in that last in the top half of this inning. All of those things add up.
Solid fundamentals, hustle, and the fact that Joe's got his homework to do every single night after a ball game in order to construct that lineup for the next day. But we talked about it a little bit last night. that's what you got to do to win.
Yep.
With this team isn't good enough to throw out 5 or 6 guys and write them into one spot in the lineup and expect to win night in and night out. You've got to play the matchups. And that's what Joe does. And, it is definitely an entertaining team. You're going to see a lot of athletic plays in the field. You're going to see athleticism on the base paths. Guys trying to take the extra base. You're going to see good pitching.
3-1 right now. And the count goes full. A call strike. And you're going to see games where almost every pitch has great meaning. Every at bat, every play in the field, it could have a bearing on the outcome of the game. Chopper by the mound. McDonald, the second baseman, scoops and throws, and the Rays are finished in the 5th. A double and a man left. Through 5, the Rays lead 3-0.
Through 5. Well, Saturday, NASCAR on Fox moves to Darlington and goes under the lights, where Denny Hamlin will try to defend his title and take home his first checkered flag of the year. Coverage of Sprint Cup Series racing begins Saturday with the pre-race show delivered by Pizza Hut at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific in high definition, only on Fox.
Mike McCoy is going to open the 6th, and the pitch is a strike. By the way, Todd Callis is on his way to join that bachelor party. So stay tuned. That's coming up, folks.
Let's hope he makes it to Baltimore.
Yeah. 0-2 the count right now. And we'll see Todd out there soon. There's a lot of fun and frivolity going on. Swing and a miss. McCoy out on strikes. Well, that'll be 9 strikeouts on the day for David Price.
Well, you saw his determination early on, coming out in straight attack mode. Heavy with the fastball today, and it's been explosive. You see getting McCoy there. Late movement, great velocity. He's been pitching to both sides of the plate, too, and that's very important for any pitcher. But when you got his kind of stuff, you can make hitters look foolish.
John McDonald jumps on the first pitch and sends a base hit into center field. You know, McDonald is a little more aggressive hitter in the last couple of years than he's been before. And not that he's swinging for the fences, but, you know, he'd been a guy who's offensively, he'd been such a great defensive player, but he'd kind of feel for the ball.
Yeah.
He's trying to hit it the other way. And that stroke is an example. First pitch, he's ready for the fastball and stings it up the middle.
Yeah, he got one that was elevated, ready to hit, a good aggressive swing. You're right, he showed a lot more power last year. I mean, only had a few home runs, but that's a few more than he normally has.
Rajah Davis fouling it out of play for a strike. Ball game in the 6th. Rays have a 3-0 lead. David Price making his 7th start of the year. Two. It's low, a ball and 2 strikes. Rays scored all 3 of their runs in the 3rd. Blue Jays have a runner at first with 1 out here in the 6th. This one lifted toward the line and right. Joyce is there and makes the catch. Davis is 0 for 3. And the 2nd out in the 6th inning. You know, that ball had some hang time on it, but Joyce got a good jump on that fly ball, and there was a time a year or so ago when Joyce might not have made that play with the ease or the routine fashion that he did there, and that's something he worked on when he was sent to AAA. Here's Corey Patterson. The breaking ball is a strike. Couple of fastballs on those strikeouts first 2 times, and then he steps in and said, "Here, take a look at this curveball."
Just for good measure.
Yep. Now back to the heat. Strike 2 on that foul ball.
Well, how high is he willing to go? He's punched him out on 2 heaters, 1 close to him, 1 outer half up in the zone, got him to chase. You got to figure Patterson has got that in the back of his mind.
Runner goes, and the pitch hit on the ground to short. Rodriguez up and out with the throw to retire the side. No runs, a hit, 1 left. B.J. Upton's going to lead off the bottom half of the inning. 3-0 Rays.
Cinco de Mayo, Rays leading 3-0 as we head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Of course, Sugar Bear was able to give out the lineup cards today. It is, of course, a festive holiday. So whenever you're festive and you've got Bobby Ramos, he's the guy that brings out the lineup card. One of the interesting things, guys, they discussed during the lineup card exchange was this ground rule. Juan Rivera goes back to get the ball as it's wedged below the fence. He actually had the option. He chose to play it. It resulted in a good thing for the Jays as they were able to throw out Johnny Damon at the plate. However, as B.J. Upton swings at the first pitch and pops it foul, and looks like it's going to be out of play, and it is just a row deep. The interesting thing is he could have raised his hands and called it a dead ball. It's his choice at that point. He can go. play it, or he can raise his hands. It's an automatic ground rule double. It's a universal ground rule that also came into play last night in the Orioles-Royals game at Kauffman Stadium when Adam Jones went and got the baseball that was wedged in the fence as well. Guys, back to you.
Very good. 1 strike to count here on BJ as he chops it down to McCoy at third. The throw to first in time. So 2 pitches in, 1 out. The Rays half of the 6th. So we look at the upcoming Rays schedule brought to you by Just for Men Hair Color. Rays wrapping up the homestand in Baltimore tomorrow night for a 3-game series, and then on to Cleveland, back home on Friday the 13th against Baltimore. And then the Yankees are in. As we look forward to the upcoming Rays schedule, you can live forward with Just for Men Hair Color.
Dwayne, I want you to focus right on that date.
What, the off day?
The off day.
Yep.
You know where that is.
Cleveland. Base hit up the middle. Casey Kotzman. He's on for the 2nd time. Please tell us more.
Well, off day, all I'm going to say right here. Casey Kotzman. That's him.
Little fist bump there from George Hendry.
Oh, after that at bat, taking it right back up the middle. Oh, here it is. Right here. D-Wayne, that's a big day. That's the day where the hijinks can continue outside of the realm of the cameras. Microphones.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Okay. I'm sure Todd Callis will be there. He's the ringleader of the hijinks.
Hey, happy Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, there you go.
I thought that was Pepsi.
1 strike to count to Sean Rodriguez. And the foul out of play. 2. Rays scored all 3 of their runs in the 3rd. By the way, our statistician Rick Odioso has done some research into your family tree and has the given name of Goat Anderson, Edward John Goat Anderson, born in Cleveland. By the way.
Hey,
see, there you go.
There could be some legitimacy to that.
I'm telling you, I told you that's part of your family tree. This one is dead. 1 and 2. Born in 1880 in Cleveland, played 1 season in the major leagues. That was 1907. For Pittsburgh, he hit .206, had 413 at bats. He was a right fielder, and while he was hitting .206, Honus Wagner hit .350 that year.
Well, and look at the value of the baseball card.
Yeah. So, if you could find a Goat Anderson baseball card, what do you think?
I would. Well.
I'd love to carry it in your wallet?
I would carry it in my wallet. Same place where Todd carries his golf shirts.
That we frequently see on the pregame. They never need ironing, though.
Did you say get ironed or need ironed?
2 balls, 2 strikes. Hey, Darius Rucker's here, May the 14th. Just another shiny object. Two balls, 2 strikes. You missed REO Speedwagon.
I heard it was great.
They were really good. Really, really good.
You took in a twofer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So we should all pay attention to those concert dates. High popper, right side. That's McDonald. 2 gone. Here's John Jaso. Jaso, double homer run in the 3rd, scored a run. This one is down. 1 ball, no strikes. That's a strike, 1-1. A ball and a strike to count to Jaso. This one is low. 2-1. We have not checked, but you would have to think for that Darius Rucker concert, that Rays summer concert series, that the tickets have to go, I would think, quickly for that.
Darius Rucker, very accomplished as an artist.
3-1. I tell you, he's very good now. Well, it's been good for a long time, but he's out on his own, headlining his own shows, and I think that's a great addition to that concert series. Foul ball back, full count. That's the Orioles series, I think, right?
It is.
Yep.
It's the day before the fluffy pillowcase.
You've got that one circled.
That's right.
Yeah.
That one's been mandated.
(3-2), 2 outs and the runner goes. The pitch is low for ball 4. Kochman moves into second as Jaso draws the walk. John Farrell comes out. His bullpen has been busy, and that's going to be it for Kyle Drabek. We've got a call to the bullpen brought to you by Metro PCS.
Have a couple runners on. Oh, here it is. Cuddle up with your furry friend Raymond on Sunday, May 15th, when the Rays host the Orioles. The first 10,000 kids 14 and under receive this plush Raymond pillowcase presented by Chick-fil-A. Visit RaysBaseball.com now.
Yeah, you're going to be taking a few of those home, aren't you?
Absolutely.
I got you.
You know what? And remind me, I got to get a couple for my kids too.
Nice of you to share with them. Drabek gone after 105 pitches. Sam Fold with a man at second and a man at first. The pitch from Casey Jansen is a strike.
Casey Jansen on for the 12th time, no record. How about that ERA, .79? There's 2 walks in an 11 1/3.
A shot into right field. Davis back now on the track for this one, making the catch. to retire the side. Rays lead 2 after 6, 3-0 Tampa Bay.
Coming to bat now, guys. This is some special T-shirts the Rays are wearing today on their road trip. The Navy SEALs Team 6. It says Rays on the bottom. We want to thank John from Treasure Isle T-shirts for this. He did a great job with these T-shirts. They're also wearing the Lightning caps. Of course, the Lightning advancing to the Eastern Conference Finals with a 4-0 victory over the Washington Capitals, the #1 seed. But it is Cinco de Mayo. Maybe we should have put the shirts together with this, and then you could always put the Lightning cap on top of that. So there we go. Cinco de Mayo, the Lightning win, Navy SEALs. We got it all going on in the ballpark here today, guys. There you see some of the celebration for Cinco de Mayo here at Tropicana Field. Back to you. Oh, there's Lightning gear here. Everything's going on here. Guys, back to you.
In one word, overwhelming. You can see it written on that guy's face. We go to the 7th inning, 3-0. The Rays lead.
Too quick out of the gate.
High fly ball, right center, and Joyce is there to take care of Escobar. Escobar now 0 for 3. Tigers have tied New York at the end of 6 in Detroit. It's a 2-2 ball game. The Angels lead the Red Sox 6-0. That game is in the bottom of the 4th in Boston. Howie Kendrick 2 for 3 with a couple of runs batted in, so he gets hits against teams other than just the Rays, apparently. Here's Adam Lynn. The pitch is a strike. 3-6-0 for the Rays, 0-3-0 for the Blue Jays. Two strikes. Well, the 2-strike count. Price has 9 strikeouts in this game. And a tap to the right side, closing the hold. Zobrist turns and throws. Safe the call. Kochman is ready to fire the ball around the infield. Angel Hernandez calls Lynn safe at first. Well, that was a great effort by Zobrist.
Yeah, it was. The ball wasn't hit very hard, but it was hitting a good spot. You see how far back into the turf that Zobrist had to go, the throw, and it looked like Adam Lynn did beat it. Had to go a long way, and yes, he did. That was a good call by Hernandez. He was safe, but quite the effort by Zobrist. You see him as he's peeling out of that picture, just how far away he was.
So Lind is aboard for the first time. Here's Juan Rivera. Rivera singled in the 5th inning and was thrown out with With Sam Fold getting the assist as Rivera was thrown out trying to stretch that into a double. A ball, no strikes. He didn't miss by much right there. 2-0. Price with a fastball in the mid-90s on that last pitch. He's been right there all day. Right from the first hitter he faced today when he struck out Rajah Davis with a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. Ground ball third. Bobble picked up by Longoria, out at second and out at first. 5-4-3 on the double play. How about that? Bobble it all. The Rays turn the double play to retire the side here in the top of the seventh. Rays lead this game 3-0. The Rays put 3 up in the third, and they made that stand up. We go to the bottom of the seventh. Ben Zobrist leads off against Casey Janssen. The pitch is outside. Zobrist has a single and a walk and a run scored, officially 1 for 2. And a fly ball to right field his last time. One and one. Jansen came on, got the final out in the 6th inning, and then a very quick top of the 7th. Just a 7-pitch inning for David Price, and Jansen is right back out there. 2-1.
Trying to keep his team within striking distance. Casey Janssen, a part of this Toronto Blue Jay bullpen that has been stellar all season long.
Ground ball second, backhanded by McDonald. Zobrist is out of there. Both these bullpens have been very good. The Blue Jays, Dotel, the veteran right-hander, throwing in the bullpen right now for the Blue Jays. The Rays bullpen has been very good. Quiet so far today. And Johnny Damon.
The way David Price is throwing the ball, I like to keep it that way.
Pitch outside. Johnny with a couple hits. So he has taken over spot number 75 on the all-time hit list all by himself. 1-1 to count. David Price, 9 strikeouts. He's given up 4 hits. Made 89 pitches through 7. Upstairs. 2 balls and a strike. Price made 98 pitches in 4 1/3 innings his last time out against the Angels. Broken bat looper left side, and McCoy cutting in front of Escobar makes the catch. So 2 gone. Johnny Damon retired. Game brought to you in part by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com today. Evan Longoria fouls the fastball back. Evan has struck out, walked, and grounded out. Drops in a breaking ball, 0-2. Jansen, 29-year-old right-hander. He'll be 30 in September. That was close. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That looked like a good pitch there by Jansen. Little front door cutter.
And again, a breaking ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He's got a couple different speeds with that curveball. Tap halfway to the mound. Jansen with the pickup and the throw, and the Rays are retired 1-2-3. On to the 8th. Rays lead 3-0.
There, it's a whole double suite involving 19 Rays employees. They are big brothers and big sisters, and their little brothers and little sisters. Congratulations to all the Rays employees who take extra time out to volunteer their services for big brothers and big sisters. Time now for our Auto-A text poll question of the afternoon, and it's involving yesterday's controversial play where Sam Fuld was called safe originally by Joe West and then it was overturned. Do you think MLB should expand the use of instant replay? TB1 for yes, TB2 for no. Text your vote to 789-789. Standard message and data rates apply, guys.
All right, Todd, thank you. JP Arencibia leading off the top half of the 8th, and the pitch lifted foul and out of play. Strike one. Arencibia has struck out and grounded out. David Price has 9 strikeouts. He got his 9th to open the 6th when he struck out McCoy. Now he's pitching to JP Arencibia to begin the 8th inning. Fastball in off the plate, and it's 1-1. Two and one. Price has not issued a walk in this game. Fly ball center field. BJ is going to have to go back. That's got some carry. And BJ against the wall got there to make the catch. BJ kept tracking that one. And just as he approached the wall, just a little bump out there as he made the grab.
Now, BJ is so good around that wall out in center field, covering ground. Arencibia puts a charge into that one, but look how easy he makes this look. Gets back, never even looked back at the wall. He's got a good feel for this ballpark. He knows when he comes across the brown turf how far he's got before he reaches the wall. Never had to take his eyes off the ball.
Yeah, don't take your eye off the ball. There's a
about
ball.
8 that one.
Right back just above us. Another look at BJ.
Look at him. Never took his eye off the ball. Didn't need to.
A pop foul. That's going to be out of play. 2 strikes. Well, outfielders develop that sense of where they are the same way infielders have that clock that's going on in their heads when a play is forming.
How quickly they have to get rid of the ball. You know, you saw that Sean Rodriguez. At some point he did it.
Oh, pretty close.
But you can see sometimes, you know, when the ball it's not hit that hard, slow roller, got to get rid of it. Even just regular ground balls, knowing, you know, who the base runner is, how much time they have, can they set their feet.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, there's a guy with a great sense of timing and that clock in his head. Evan Longoria. A 2-2 count, 1 out, bases empty. We're in the 8th. Price in the mid-90s in pitch count. And another pop foul out of play. Count still 2-2 to Encarnacion. Angels lead Boston 8-0. That game's in the top of the 5th. And it's strike call. Encarnacion started to head to first base, and Joe West rings him up. That's the 10th strikeout for David Price. Encarnacion thought the pitch was high. Rays pitchers striking out 10 hitters in this game. You can take a ticket stub to any Cain's Furniture store and get a coupon for a free Papa John's pizza. Wave and a miss by McCoy, strike 1. Plus, sign up at Cain's Furniture for a chance to meet one of your favorite Rays players. Cain's, quality so good it's guaranteed for life. Pitch is high. Someone notify Ozzie Guillen that a team other than the White Sox have had the Rays staff accumulate 10 strikeouts in a single game against them. That was a hot topic of Ozzie in the tweeter realm.
You're obviously not a part of it.
A popper right side, and that is Joyce taking care of that. Somebody else is going to have to notify him. And by your local Southern Ford dealers. Rays have held this 3-0 lead since the third. Cinco de Mayo. Very festive in the stands.
A lot of great stashes.
Matt Joyce takes the pitch outside. The Twins have a day off?
I think they did, because there was a Carl Pavano sighting out in the stands. You know what? I think they did, because Waldo Kadire was out there too.
Really?
Yeah. There he is. Carl Pavano taking in a game here at Tropicana Field.
He's got his stash. 2-1. Joyce with that RBI fly ball in the third. His 12th run batted into the year. And that is a called strike. 2-2. Breaking ball, and it stayed wide. Full count. Line drive base hit. Matt Joyce picking up his 30th hit of the year. Leadoff single. Now the Rays pick up a base hit off Jansen. B.J. Upton will be the hitter, and we have a pitching change coming. Back in a moment.
In the bottom of the 8th, leading the ball game 3-0. Get exclusive deals and coupons delivered right to your phone with the free TampaBay.com/things-to-do iPhone app powered by the St. Petersburg Times. It's available now at the iTunes App Store.
Veteran right-hander Octavio Dotel, the third pitcher for Toronto, making his 10th appearance.
1-1 record. Opponent's average under 200 at 179.
So he inherits a runner at first. Here's B.J. Upton. Rays got all 3 of their runs off Kyle Drabek at 5 2/3. Jansen worked an inning at a third. Pitch out. Runner started. Throw to first. And Joyce is back in there. Rays trying to take advantage of the leadoff base hit and add to their lead. It's a strike. Inner part of the plate. Hotel keeping an eye on Joyce. Hotel, 37-year-old right-hander. The pitch is popped up, foul ball straight back. That's going to be into the upper deck. Dotel had a run of some very good years in Houston. Spent some time in Oakland following that, briefly with the Yankees. 2-2 now. Part of the season in Kansas City and Atlanta. And with the White Sox last year with the Pirates, the Dodgers, and the Rockies. Runner goes. The pitch lifted into center. Corey Patterson is there to make the catch, and Joyce turns around and heads back into first base. The Mosaic Company and the Rays continue to work together to end hunger through home runs for food. With each Rays home run, Mosaic donates $500 to Feeding America Tampa Bay. So far, $13,000 has been donated this year. Over to first. Joyce back in. Well, let's see. So far, Detroit now leads New York 5-2 in the bottom of the 7th at Detroit. The Angels lead the Red Sox 9-0 in the bottom of the 5th at Boston. Upstairs 1-0. Kansas City has a 4-1 lead at home in the top of the 2nd over Baltimore. So if the Rays could make this lead stand up and win this game, they've got a chance to pick up some ground on the Yankees and add some distance between a couple other clubs in the division. Runner goes, and Kochman fouls it out of play. 1-1. first. One hopper to second. McDonald, Escobar, one first base, safe the call. Kochman busting it down that first base line. So he's on via the fielder's choice.
Casey Kochman does not sting this ball and gets in on him a little bit, but he is hustling the whole way. John McDonald to flip over to Escobar at second base. The return throw, not in time. Hitting the front of that bag. Closest part of first base to him, and he's able to beat it out.
Sean Rodriguez. He takes a strike from Dotel. We're in the bottom of the 8th here at Tropicana Field, with the Rays holding a 3-0 lead. Sean pops it into shallow left. Rivera is there, and the Rays leave a man aboard. We go to the 9th. It's 3-0 Tampa Bay. His lead as David Price goes to the hill. 8 innings. He's made 104 pitches and is 3 outs away from picking up his first complete game of the season.
He has been very, very good to both sides of the plate, attacking with the fastball. He has pitched very, very aggressively today. He thought that going in, that's exactly what he was going to do, and he is not disappointed.
John McDonald takes the pitch. It's too high, a ball and no strikes. And there's a strike. It's 1-1 when the Rays beat the Blue Jays 6-4 in Toronto on the 23rd of April. Price pitched into the 9th inning. Pitched 8 innings plus 3 hitters in the 9th. And could not get the complete game in that one. So he works to McDonald, trying to get him to open the 9th this afternoon. He made 102 pitches in that game up in Toronto, and you see his line. 4 runs, 8 hits. There's a little ground ball towards short. Rodriguez one hops it in, and a collision over there at first base as Kochman was reaching in for the throw, and he and McDonald made contact, and they both appear to be fine. So Rodriguez made the low throw, and that's going to be an error charged to Rodriguez.
Sean gets there in time, throws that ball moving away, and the ball kind of glides on him away as he's trying to. Well, you see that, boy, a lot of times he got spun all the way around. John McDonald catching Casey Kochman in the back of that right arm. Well, that can be dangerous. You catch that elbow just right and hyperextend it.
Now here's Davis. The pitch is low. Coming into the ninth inning in this game, Price had made 104 pitches. The pitch is a strike. So he's up to 110 right now. His career high is 122 pitches. It was in July of last year in Minnesota. 2 balls and a strike. And his season's high this year is 116. Against the Red Sox at Fenway. High fly ball into right. Joyce is there, makes the catch. Tag at second by McDonald. He's on his way to third and makes it. So he's at third base with 1 out in the ninth inning. So this will be now with 1 out and a man on in this inning. And 112 pitches. The 18th time in his career that he has gone over 110. Two complete games for Price and a 4-hit shutout against Toronto on the 25th of April last year. There was a strike to Patterson. And then had an 8-inning complete game loss at Minnesota in that game we referenced on the 2nd of July last year. There's a strike fastball.
Now he's not lost anything off the stuff. Absolutely. Mid-90s still. Ball just exploding into the zone. He wants to punch out Patterson here. Not let him dribble one in play and knock in that run.
Pitch away. Slider at 88. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
See that ball just missing.
Just a little piece of that one by Patterson to stay alive. The Rays trying to finish the homestand on the upswing. The Rays will be hitting the road, taking on the Orioles. James Shields, Zach Britton, 7 o'clock tomorrow on Sun Sports. We'll greet you. That's a little wide. A fastball. Close. 2-2 now. Ground ball right side. Picked up by Zobrist. Throw to first in time. The run scores. And that makes it a 3-1 ball game. Patterson will pick up the run batted in, an unearned run. And so Joe Madden comes out now. And the fans here would like to see Price get a chance to complete this game. But that's not going to happen today. And Price gets a great hand as he departs. Working 8 2/3. We'll be back in a moment. This game, 8 2/3. We had him at 118 pitches. His career high, 122. He gives up 1 unearned run, strikes out 10, didn't walk anybody, and leaves with the score 3-1. Bases empty and 2 gone. Kyle Farnsworth, the new Rays pitcher, is on to face Yunel Escobar. Farnsworth throws a strike. Opens with a slider. One ball, one strike. It's a little close. 2-1. And Escobar did go after that one. Another slider. On the count, 2-2. Pitch is wide. The count is full. Adam Lind is on deck. So you'd like to see Farnsworth end it here with Escobar.
Yeah.
And a foul ball that got part of John Jaso. Hit falling in front of Joyce. So Escobar singles to keep it going, and that will get Adam Lind up there.
Well, Adam Lind's coming to the plate here with one thought: get something out over the plate, tie this ball game up. Here's the full count fastball up in the zone. He doesn't hit it well, gets it in the right spot, drops it out in front of Joyce.
So Lind, who is 1 for 3 on the day, will step in. And with Batista out of this lineup, Lind is the big power threat in the Blue Jays lineup. Runner takes off and goes to second. Defensive indifference, the call on that. That's a strike to Lind. The other way. A fastball makes it 0-2. Lind has been a hot hitter. The base hit he picked up in the 7th extended his hitting streak to 10. You can see he's 1 for 9 against Farnsworth. It's really been all or nothing in the matchup. That one hit a home run. Upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Farnsworth to man. And a pop-up foul out of play.
I think Lind wants to see that pitch again. Upset with himself for just fouling that one off.
Again, Farnsworth. The 1-2 delivery. Ground ball back of first. Kochman has it. Steps on the bag, and this game is over. The Rays win this one. It's a 3-1 final. Lynn hit the ball over the bag at first. The Rays shading the line there, and Kochman takes care of the final out. The Rays win the series. It's a 3-1 final as David Price picks up the victory. Farnsworth will pick up a save. What did Price think about that final out? So Price is 4-3. Drabek, the losing pitcher, 2-2. As the Rays take 2 out of 3 from the Toronto Blue Jays, win their 17th game of the year. They're now 17-14 and will hit the road. The Rays will be headed to Baltimore and then Cleveland before returning to Tropicana Field to begin another homestand against the Baltimore Orioles on Friday the 13th. Baltimore in for 3 and New York for 2 on that homestand. Rays winners today. Let's go to the field and Todd Callis.
Dwayne, thanks. David, a 3-1 victory. I know you're excited to get the win. How do you balance that with the frustration of not being able to finish the game?
I just wanted to throw well today. Our offense came out and gave me 3 runs there in the third or the fourth, and that was all we needed. When we played good defense, I was able to get ahead of hitters, and it was just a good day all around.
Did you know you were close on the pitch count, that it was going to be close to that finish line?
Once I went back out there, I thought I was going out there to finish the game, so I don't know.
Now, did you stay primarily with fastballs today more so than your previous starts? It didn't look like you mixed as many changes or cutters in.
Yeah. I threw a lot of fastballs today. It was working. I was able to throw it on both sides of the plate, so it worked well.
When you went out there and that first batter gets on, and then Patterson was a key batter, I guess, and you were obviously trying to keep that runner on third or at least get a quick out. He was able to battle you, and maybe Joe thought that was the point where you needed to come out?
I don't know. I thought I forced pretty soft contact right there, so I thought I was good. I don't know.
It's the heat of the moment, obviously. You haven't had time to reflect on it. But overall, against this Toronto team, another successful performance. I know that it's a team that has a lot of potent bats, but you're able to get the job done against this team.
It's as long as I keep throwing well against it, it's just going to add more pressure to myself because everybody's going to expect it, and that's a tough lineup. It's not easy to go out there and pitch against those guys, But we played good defense. We got some early runs, and that was the story of it.
We appreciate the Warrior mentality. I know you wanted to finish it, but congratulations on the victory, David. Thanks. David Price, guys, 4th win of the year, holds the Blue Jays down to an unearned run on 5 hits. Back to you.
All right, David Price picking up the victory, and the Rays win this one 3-1. They finish the homestand 3-3. Win their 17th game of the year, and at the moment a game and a half out of first in the American League's Eastern Division. For Brian Anderson and Todd Callis and the rest of our Emmy Award-winning crew, this is Dwayne Stats. Great to have you with us. Hope you've enjoyed the telecast. Rays are winners 3-1. We'll see you from Baltimore tomorrow. And next on Rays Live, the postgame.